Yeah. Okay. Hey YouTube, Windraiser here. Today coming to another Generation 2 vintage review. And today I'm going to be looking at another duo figures. My eyelashes in my eye. Okay. They are not two packs, they are two separate figures. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at them one at a time. Mind you, mine are old. They have seen some play when I was a little kid with these things, so they're very beat up. If you hear me going on or smacking around, it's because I have a cough drop because my throat's killing me. But the first one we're going to look at is G2 Terradive. And Terradive is a very unique, I need to make sure your gears are down. There we go. Is a very unique figure. I had to write down what he transforms into because for the life of me, I was not going to remember it. But he transforms into a Ling Timco Vault A7 Corsair 2 Jet. I'm not kidding. I got that FTF wiki. That's what he transforms into. But yeah, it's a very unique jet. Like I said, what he is what he is. I've never seen a jet like this, so. But yeah, he was one of the unique Decepticons in those figures. He did come with one accessory, and that was a radar array, which became his rifle. And it basically would sit underneath here, right here in that little post. Oh no, well that's coming off because I just realized I cannot. Oh, I'll fix it later. There's a post right between this slot right here, right in the middle, and that's where it would sit. I really don't know much about this fighter or this type of jet. But yeah, he does have the traditional stickers that really came with him. I'm probably gonna take this old stickers off and go on Toy Hacks and see if I can find a sticker sheet for him. But you can see we have the stickers here, here, here. There's one up here. There's two. There's one on either side of the tail fin. And on either side of the wing, he should have this G2 Decepticon insignia with lightning bolt. But yeah, a very, very nice figure. And what I liked about the G2 figures back then, if this didn't give it away with what it was, it would say it somewhere on the figure, and his is right here on this fuel canister thing, I think. And it just says Decepticon in purple straight across it with the G2 insignia. So that's very cool. Side-by-side comparison. Here he is next to Fast Track. So you can see about how big he is scale-wise. And like I said, they had an easy transformation. So let's go ahead and get into that. So first what I'm going to do is take the wings, bring them up just a little bit, not all the way, because it does split this. You want to come here to these green pieces, swing them down. I'm going to go ahead and stand the jet up. Come to these, bring these out, and those will be his feet. And what you're going to do is you're going to swing one side in, and then swing this down. And there we have an arm ready to go. Oh, fold up that landing gear. Do the same over the other side. Fold out the foot. Fold in the arm. Bring down the leg. Swing that out. And then fold this all the way down. And then we have him in his robot mode. And it's a very unique robot mode. Like I said, mine has seen some play. The little pins have got some rust on them. But yeah, posability, that's it. That is all you're getting for posability. There's nothing at the legs, nothing at anywhere else, just that elbow joint. There's nothing at the head either. So Generation 2 and G1, a lot of figures had very limited posability. And with these giant shoulder pylons, I just noticed this. He looks like a GoBot. Which one I cannot remember. I do like his face. Beautiful, full lead baby. His whole back of his head is clear plastic. It is a sort of goldish plastic. It's not related to GPS, so that's good. Oh yeah, that's the only bit of gray on him. But yeah, he's mostly just black, green legs with red kneecaps, and that is it. That is all you're getting out of him. Aside from the back with the white stripe. He's basically, I think of him as the skunk of this squad. And I cannot, for the life of me, remember the name of it, because I should have wrote that down. It's what happens when you get old and you want to go to bed. Your brain no work. But yeah, very cool figure. We're going to go ahead and take a look at another G2 figure. And that is an Autobot. And he is part of the subline of the Laser Rods. And this is Volt. Volt here I got at a comic shop for like $3. The only accessory he's missing is his sword. That would store right there, right where that little slot is. This whole section holds the electronics in the battery compartment, and it would not only light the sword, but if you push this down, the little gray piece right there in front of this, you hear that click? This would light up and ignite red, so it's like he transforms basically into a Ford, a vintage Ford coupe hot rod. And when it comes to this type of vehicle, I do love it. It's a beautiful car. The hubcaps are pinned in, and they're a unique type of pin where they have rivets, not the silver piece, but this thing in the center. But this is plastic. The headlights are plastic. Nice silver grill there. And I know a lot of you that just watch me do that are like, oh no, you're destroying it. It's vintage. This thing's been played with. So he has paint chips all over him. Surprisingly, not on any of this gold flame paint, which it feels nicely, it feels embossed. Like it feels like it's elevated. We do have some two nice molded seats in there with a nice molded steering wheel. Very nice. But yeah, not much to say about the vehicle mode. It is a nice hot rod. I do love these types of vehicles. Or cars. Here he is next to Fast Track. And without the sword poking on the back, he is basically longer than him. Transformation. So we're going to go ahead and take what will be the feet, bring them down. As we're doing that, we're rotating the waist. Stand them up and unpeg the legs. The reason why mine's also old, one of the coverings here, you can see the pin snapped off. I got them like that, so. Bring this down. Not all the way on the back, onto the back yet. Come to the side panels here. Bring those out. Bring out the arms. Fold this all the way onto the back. Rotate. Don't rotate. Rotate, and then rotate. Jesus. So bring down, and then rotate. And there we have Volt in his robot mode. And I have to say, out of some of the G2 figures, Volt here has some modernish day posability on him. And I do like that. Again, nice light piping there. Let's go ahead and get into his posability first. As you can tell, he has a waist with... Oh, I just noticed it. It's attached to a rubber band in here. I don't know how you can see it, But in this hinge right there, if you can see the black part on the very top, that's one of those rubber bands in those old G.I. Joe figures, and he has one of those. So he has posability in his waist to like have him move around. There's a metal pin ball joint at the hip, forward, back, in and out. There is a deep knee bend due to transformation. Head can rotate. Arms can do a full 360. There's a hinge for in and out. Bicep swivel. And a well over 90-degree bend at his elbow. Now, like I said, I am missing his sword. And that sword would peg into one of his hands. And what you would do is you would come under here. You would take this, bring it out, and peg it into his hand. And when you have that there, you would peg the sword in, hit the button on the back of the, on his back, which is the front of the car, and that would ignite the sword. Sadly, though, like I said, he did not come with his sword, so all of this stays nice and neat in there, and it never really gets messed with. He's really only been in robot mode, I want to say twice, 2 or 3 times since I've had him. But yeah, I do like him very much. And the fact that he is one of the few Transformers that has posable waist. But here he is next to Terradive. You can see Terradive is a little bit smaller, and I think Terradive fits in the scale of what we call now core class, and he's more of like deluxe-ish. Here he is next to a modern day deluxe or Voyager-ish figure. Yeah, he's a small dude. But yeah, for Terradive and Jolt, or Volt, they're good figures. Like I said, I've had him since I was a little kid, and his gun is the only thing I've lost. Volt, here I picked up at the comic shop, and I hope to find and hunt down his gun. I do want to hunt down a sheet to where I can replace this sticker here on what is the roof of the car. And his Replos sheet, I want to replace them on him too. But yeah, these are very good figures. I do like them. I do love their transformations. It's just, I'm surprised with Volt here that the rubber band that's in his waist has lasted this long. And where you are, now in 2025, and it's still there in good condition. So yeah. Just like the Bike Brothers, his electronic, his wiring and stuff is fried. It's corroded. So there's no fixing that unless I can find a way to. I don't know. But yeah, there's my review for the G2 Autobot and Decepticon Autobot Volt and Decepticon Terradive. I'm Windwizard, and I'll catch you on the next review.